Good morning. And with me in studio are extremely these guests. I don't know how to define you because you have really empowered me in relation to refugees, immigrants, the things that they are undergoing through. And I hope my listener, that is the same as for you. That is what you're learning. And thank you so much for tuning in to Haki FM, Oasis of Justice. So Jean Paul and James, welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And as we were talking off air, I got a question and I was asking, so you remember you told me that refugees, they can still come and work in the urban centers, and there are some that are in the camps. So if you're found without an alien card, even Kenyans at times we walk without our ID cards. So if you came to Nairobi, being the capital center, maybe to look for an opportunity, and maybe in the process, because you know these petty thieves, pickpocketers, someone robbed you and then now you've lost your card. So in this case, if you come up with the law enforcers like the Kenya police, so how is your case handled? Are they going to take you back to the camp where you came from, or how do they go about it?
Yeah, thank you so much. It's a very good question, and I think for many of our refugee community members does not know the procedure. So first and foremost, you follow the procedure like any other Kenyan, the way they do when you lose your identity card or any other document. You have to report to the nearest police station within a reasonable period, which is within the 24 hours. The matter has to be reported at any nearest police station, or if there is no any nearest police post or a police station, then definitely any administrative offices. You have to report your matter so that you can be issued with an OB, so that to prove that you've lost something, and also issued with the abstract saying that you have lost your ID, so that within 7 days you should have presented that to the institution that deals with the registration of refugees, which is RAS. You go to any of their offices. They are based in General Madenge. That's where their offices are for registration center, or you can even approach them here in Upper Hill. So where they are just around, you can approach them to inform them now they will have to process for your new ID card, or if you still had the asylum seeker papers. So still the same process, you have to report. And when you come across the law enforcers, you don't need to fear because you're not a criminal. For me, I usually say, why should I fear? They are human beings like me.
Yeah.
So I'll just explain to them I've just been robbed and lost some of my documents, including the ID. So I'm on my way to report, or I'm planning to report. I'm doing ABCD, but there are those who understand, and some who does not understand, who want to take advantage of you, whether you have an ID or not. So it happens that you are extorted, and most of the security apparatus usually take advantage of the refugee situation for those who does not understand the law. Now extort them extremely. So they'll just tell you this is not an ID, or they just ask you for the ID and keep it. So maybe one of them will disappear in the middle, and when you arrive at the police station, they say, we have not seen his ID. He does not have any. And you know, before any law enforcer, you cannot speak against them. So always whatever the law enforcers will say or present in the papers definitely are going to be considered than what you'll say.
Yeah, and you said about law enforcers harassing them because they don't know the law. So what about who is responsible to ensuring that these refugees understand the Kenyan law? Is it the civil society organizations, or is it the government, or now is it RAS?
That one I cannot say. It's a specific mandate of a certain institution to maybe educate them on their rights and obligations.
Yeah.
I think it is a collective responsibility that each and every person that is aware or knows the law that protects the refugees and the people of Kenya, then should definitely inform them to conduct some civic education, sensitization forum. We believe at times RAS would do it, at times UNHCR would do it, at times the legal entities such as Kituo cha Sheria, they usually have some legal aid program to go within the communities, inform them about their rights and obligations. But we also have RCK and many other civil society organizations, but they don't have enough maybe means to reach to all refugees that are either in urban or in the camp. So it also requires some means